Welcome to Fruit Paternity Court. Clementine says Mango Mike is the father of her baby. He says no way. Someone is lying. Let's find out.
Good morning. I've reviewed the case file. Miss Clementine, you are here today claiming that Mr. Mike is the biological father of your son, Baby Tangelo. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Mike, you are denying paternity. You believe you are not the father.
That's right, Your Honor. I'm not the father.
We have a DNA test that will settle this matter today. But first, I want to hear from both of you. Miss Clementine, tell me your side.
Your Honor, I met Mike 2.5 years ago. We were happy. We were planning a future. When I found out I was pregnant, I thought it was the best day of my life. I called him crying, happy tears. And he was happy too, for about 3 weeks.
What happened after 3 weeks?
Someone got in his ear. One of his friends told him the baby might not be his. No reason, no evidence, just talk. And from that moment, he changed. He stopped calling. He stopped coming around. And when the baby was born, he didn't show up. The baby was born on a Tuesday. I was alone. My mother was there, but the one person who should have been holding my hand wasn't.
Did you contact Mr. Mike when you went into labor?
I called him 11 times. He didn't pick up once. My mother called him too. Nothing.
Mr. Mike, is that true? She called you 11 times during the birth of this child.
I was dealing with a lot at that time, Your Honor.
That's not what I asked. Did she call you 11 times?
Yes.
And you chose not to answer.
I had my reasons.
We'll get to your reasons. Ms. Clementine, continue.
After the baby was born, I sent him pictures. I thought if he saw his son, he'd come around. And he did. He came to see the baby when Tangelo was 5 days old. He held him. He looked at him.
What happened?
He said he looked like him. He said, "That's my boy." Those were his exact words. And then 2 days later, he texted me and said he needs a DNA test before he commits to anything.
He told you the baby looked like him and 2 days later asked for a DNA test.
Yes.
Mr. Mike, you held this baby. You said he looked like you. And then you denied him. Explain that.
Your Honor, I'm not saying the baby doesn't look like me. I'm saying that doesn't prove anything. Lots of babies look like lots of people.
So why did you say, "That's my boy," when you held him?
It was an emotional moment. I got caught up. But when I went home and thought about it clearly, things didn't add up.
What didn't add up?
The timing. She told me she was pregnant in March. We'd only been back together for 3 weeks at that point. She said she was already 2 months along. That means she got pregnant in January. In January, we were broken up.
Ms. Clementine, is this true? Were you and Mr. Mike separated in January?
We had a break. It was 2 weeks. We got back together on January 19th.
And the conception date?
The doctor said mid to late January. It could have been after we got back together.
Could have been. That's the problem right there. Could have been is not definitely was.
Mr. Mike, during this 2-week break, were you seeing anyone else?
That's not what this is about.
Answer the question.
I went on a date. 1 date.
And you believe Miss Clementine was also seeing someone during the break?
I don't believe it, Your Honor. I know it. And I have a witness who can confirm it.
That is a lie.
Mr. Mike, you claim you have a witness. Officer Pine, please bring in the witness. Please state your name for the court.
Rita. Raspberry Rita.
And how do you know the parties in this case?
Clementine she was my best friend.
Was?
We haven't spoken in 7 months.
Mr. Mike says you have information about what happened during the 2-week break in January. Tell the court what you know.
During the break, Clementine and I went out one night. She was upset about Mike. She'd been crying all week. We went to a bar and she met someone.
Met someone how?
They talked all night. They exchanged numbers, and she left with him.
That is not what happened.
Order!
Miss Clementine, you'll have your chance to respond. Rita, continue. She left with this person?
Yes. She called me the next morning and told me she stayed at his place.
Did she tell you anything about what happened at his place?
She said nothing happened. She said they just talked and she slept on the couch. But
what?
she asked me never to tell Mike. If nothing happened, why would she ask me to hide it?
Miss Clementine, you heard what your former best friend just said. You went home with another man during the break and asked her to keep it a secret. What is your response?
Yes, I went to a bar. Yes, I met someone. And yes, I went back to his place. But nothing happened. We talked. I fell asleep on his couch because I'd been drinking and I didn't want to drive. I asked Rita not to tell Mike because I knew exactly how it would look. And look, that's exactly what's happening right now.
Why didn't you tell Mr. Mike yourself?
Because we were on a break. He went on a date too. He just admitted that. But somehow, when I spend one night on someone's couch, I'm a liar and my baby isn't his?
Your Honor, she slept at another man's house. She hid it. And 2 months later, she's pregnant. You do the math.
I didn't sleep with him. I slept at his house. There's a difference.
Miss Clementine, I need to ask you directly, and I need you to look at me when you answer. During that 2-week break, were you intimate with anyone other than Mr. Mike?
No, I was not.
Mr. Mike, same question. During the break, were you intimate with anyone?
That date I mentioned, it went further than a date.
So you were intimate with someone else during the break, but you're accusing her of doing the same thing.
That doesn't mean the baby is mine.
No, it doesn't. But it means you don't have the moral high ground you think you have. I've heard both sides. I've heard from the witness. I think it's time we get to the truth. Dr. Lime, please enter the courtroom. Before I open this, I want to say something to both of you. Whatever is in this envelope changes everything. If Mr. Mike is the father, he has abandoned his child based on gossip and suspicion. If he is not the father, then Miss Clementine has not been truthful with this court. Either way, a child's life is affected by what's in here. That child didn't ask for any of this. In the case of Baby Tangelo, Mr. Mike, you are not the father.
That's not possible. That can't be right.
The DNA is conclusive. Mr. Mike is not the biological father of Baby Tangelo. Court is adjourned.
Mango Mike is not the father, but Clementine swears he's the only one. So who is the father of Baby Tangelo? That's a question only she can answer. Next time on Fruit Paternity Court, a new case, a new family, and a verdict nobody sees coming. Stay tuned.